Well, good morning, my ladies and my gents. Welcome to episode 4 of Coffee and Kits. A little bit of a personal take on uh, model cars and kits or model cars and coffee, that Paul over at Left Coast Model Car Builds, I have it wrote down to be sure I have it right, but he came up with the idea of highlighting old builds that you've done and telling the story behind them. And on mine, I have been highlighting the ones that have been as some significance to either me personally or my family in general, or one of my family members in particular. The 69 GTO, that was my mom's favorite car. The red pickup that I did last week for the because of the puzzles that my mom was building. The white Freightliner cab over, that was the first build that I did while recovering from after knee surgery, after devastating that type of thing. So back in sometime in 2021, I don't remember when and I don't remember from where, I got a 76 Ford Torino. They had a couple of versions. One, of course, is the ever popular Starsky and Hutch version. Never liked the show. Didn't like that red and white paint job. Okay, everybody liked the car because Starsky and Hutch. Oh, I don't care. So, but anyway, I picked one up because my brother picked up the '74 Torino when he was in high school, and avocado green, and he was pleased with that car, and I can't blame him. It was in beautiful shape. It had a little bit of wear in the seat, and with the patience of a saint, he went out and actually re-wove where it had worn out, to the point to where he had got it so tight and so good and so uniform just by doing it, that he nose itches, was able, you couldn't tell where the worn spot in the repair was unless you got down and looked real close. But yeah, he drove that around to high school, and then he took it off to college with him. But we have the 76 Torino. It's about as close to avocado green as I could manage with the paints I had at the time. It's basically olive drab over khaki. Where did I come up with that? Khaki. And then I wound up putting, a gloss over it to bring it out and that type of thing. But it's just your plain old stock. One of my first builds that I did, and while it's nowhere near perfect, I'm kind of pleased with it. There's a lot of mistakes in it, but it's a level 4 car, and I was still pretty much a level 2, reaching way beyond my limit, but I was trying. Trying to get the hood open here, and it's not wanting to comply. But get the engine in the shot here. And here we go. Under the hood, underneath it. Like I said, I'm pleased with it. It actually came out looking decent. So went looking today because I wanted to be sure and get the information on it right. So I was thinking, well, I think it's a Revell, and I think it's a 76, and my memory was kind of going, so I went online to look. I checked Hobby Link, where I think is where I got it, but I'm not sure. There's no record of it. They don't offer it. They don't have it on Auto World. They don't have it on Model Roundup, which is the main places that I go to look for kits. They didn't have any on Hobby Lobby, which, okay, that's hit and miss. I finally found 3 separate kits on eBay this morning. One for $50 and 2 for $49, plus of course $10 to $12 shipping. Excuse me. So yeah, they don't offer it anymore. Apparently Revell isn't making it anymore. It's a nice kit. It really is. As far as I can remember, it went together smoothly. I didn't really have much in the way of problems. Mostly paint, and that was my own inexperience. But yeah, it wound up, I'm kind of pleased with it. Health-wise, thought I'd bring this up real quick. After I did the What Did You Buy Wednesday, thanks Joe over at Big Sky Model Workshop for that idea. I broke down, went to the doctor's office that afternoon, and glad I did. It turned out that I wound up with a pretty bad case of pneumonia, not pneumonia, it wasn't pneumonia yet, it was bronchitis. And the doctor gave me a particular name of what it is. He says it's part of what goes around after you've had a bad cold and you wind up with congestion and it doesn't go away. And he says it's a name about, that long and, 47,000 letters and 22 syllables and all in Latin. And if you mispronounce one letter in all of it, you wind up summoning a demon or some such wild. But anyway, it's a type of bronchitis. That's all I cared about. He gave me Z-Pack, antibiotics, and anybody that ever had some of that stuff knows that is some good stuff there. It will knock out most things. Gave me some powerful decongestants, and it's getting his stuff out of my throat. And the last couple of nights, I have actually been sleeping. I slept more in the last 2 nights than I did the previous week and a half combined. And my brain is actually starting to wake up. But I'm not over it, not by a long shot. I am not coughing nearly as bad, nearly as hard, nearly as much, but I am coughing stuff up. So my throat is still tight, so I'm not going to be yapping for very much longer today. But so I am on the mend. I just hope I get my brain going well enough that I can finish up my Land Cruiser that's been sitting now for almost 2 weeks. So, but I really want to get that puppy done. It's been sitting here staring at me, just, please come work on me, finish. Well, anyway, yeah, my brain's still not all together there. Yeah, okay. So, 74 Torino in a 76 shell, tribute to or 76 Torino, basically a tribute to my brother's 74 Gran Torino that he had in high school back in the 80s. So, before I start coughing, B-Tex, signing out.